chasing the cash, I just can't get enough. I've been in and still in my bag. Watch how I run it up. Spaceship straight to the moon. I had to love a love. Shorty was falling in love. All in a double cup. You know I be chasing the cash. It ain't no slowing down. These people all up in my business. They think they know me now.
Watch how I level up. I'm blowing woods at the shop with a double cup. Yep, niggas know not to fuck with us.
This man was in here getting high off BB gun air. I wish I could give a fuck, but I don't. I done made it this far all on my own. Look, and I ain't wanna love, nah, baby, you know that. I hit a Thursday, that bitch a throwback. Could give a fuck what you want. Doggy made a diss song, throw him a bone. You fucking suck. You should've stayed your ass home. Hey, bitch, we'll get your ass on the porch. No fucking matter. Boy, sit your ass on the couch. Tell Macho to smack your bitch in the mouth. What up, Stretch? And I'm bout them figures and clouts. And money is the motivation, you figure it out. But yeah, it don't stop, no it won't stop there. Cause if the money ain't here, then I'ma go elsewhere. And look, this world is too big for me to not get rich. And look, she ain't tryna bitch to suck a dick, I'm on some shit patch. And his body getting gift wrapped. What the fuck, nigga, push your shit back. My crackheads, they crackheads and crack jaws for scratch offs and six packs. My shit crack. I wish I could give a fuck, but I don't. I done made it this far all on my own. Look, and I ain't wanna love, nah, baby, you know that. I hit a Thursday, that bitch a throwback. Could give a fuck what you want. Doggy made a diss song, throw him a bone. You fucking suck. You should've stayed your ass home. Hey, bitch. Get your ass on the porch, no fuck, bitch. Get your ass in the car. Diamonds in my head, bitch, I shine like a star. I don't even talk now, hit 'em with a top down. Watching Dumb and Dumb with a dumb bitch. Got a dumb drum and hold 50 rounds. A hit stick and I don't play games. Turn the house to an A-frame. Sell whatever and I take change. I'm a millionaire in my time frame. Ball now and I don't play games. Might catch a flight, make the time change. Big shark, ain't no rhinestones. Big 41 with a top blown. Rock a ride with some lean in it. First class with a team in it. I'm gone now, I'm a flight risk. Got tripled up on that back end. I'm like talking out with these VVs. Got an FM by my TV. This backwood like Kiwi. With the SS, the A2. I'm in a yo with it, sipping Grey Goose. Got a Hummer bitch, call it H2. Check my feet, ain't got these. These go yards, stick to concrete. Got 20 pounds in the back seat. About 100 rounds and chop a I wish I could give a fuck, but I don't. I done made it this far all on my own. Look, and I ain't wanna love, nah, baby, you know that. I hit a Thursday, that bitch a throwback. Could give a fuck what you want. Doggy made a diss song, throw him a bone. You fucking suck. You should've stayed your ass home. Hey, bitch, we'll get your ass on the porch. No fucking matter.
These, I gotta turn up on the game. Wet them bitches, gang. BBS, you ain't coming VBS in your shit. Take them shits back. BBS is no SIs. Billy did these, you dig? Yeah.
Yo, it's your boy Squirrel, man. Smoke Session with Squirrel, episode 75. And who do we got with us today?
What's up, my guy? I'm Illiunaire.
We got my boy Illiunaire, man. Bill do a little bit of everything. Tell us a little bit about everything you do, since you do so much goddamn shit you be doing, man.
Jeez, where I start? I pretty much custom do pretty much anything I can get my hands on. Started out with shoes, moved into clothes a little bit, graphic design, fell into jewelry, and that's kind of my forte right now is shoes and jewelry. And I got a couple other things I'm working on too that I'm gonna bring out soon, but we'll hold off on that.
Yeah, so what did you start doing first? Was you doing shoes first, painting, drawing? What got you into the customizing shit?
I got into custom shoes because I actually ordered a pair of shoes from an artist in Chicago, and he just completely fucked them up. And I sent him back for him to fix them, and he fucked them up again. So after that, I ordered the paint, and after it just took off. After that, I fixed my pair, started doing restores and just doing like simple midsole repaints and shit like that. Just kind of learning how to finish the shoe properly and make it look like it's supposed to look. And then after that, I just started doing custom colors. And
when was that? When did you order the shoes? When did you start?
Fuck, man, I don't even know. I think I've been doing shoes for probably 9 years now. It's probably like 2013 or something like that. I'm not even for sure. It might even be 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
Just been grinding at it and shit?
Yeah, bro. I don't really keep track.
So, with the shoe shit, like, did you start, like you said, you ordered a pair of shoes, like, are you a big sneakerhead yourself?
Yeah, I've had shoes. I've been into Jordans and really any signature Nike shoe, old Grant Hill Fila's, pretty much anything classic from the 90s. I was into all that. Every suite, like Deion Sanders, Ken Griffey, Gary Payton, just everybody. Jordan, Sean Kemp.
Anybody
Anybody that was
dope.
Cool, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I definitely... Kevin Garnett was a huge inspiration early until he
KG's was hard.
Yeah, then he signed with all the other companies he did and had a bunch of bullshit shoes. But yeah, man, I've been into shoes forever. I used to play basketball, be super into that, and then that kind of brought me into it. I actually remember doing Sharpie customs on a pair of Jordan 16s, the ginger ones, the yellow ones, in high school.
So you did it with a Sharpie?
Yeah, that was the first time I did a Sharpie. I did a black Sharpie and a silver Sharpie. I just did a bunch of shit on them and fucking I'd wear them in my games and shit, you know what I mean? That's kind of how it started.
So you started doing shoes just because you got a pair of fucked up shoes. Then you started just going crazy with the customs, like doing shit for different celebrities and different people. What are some of the like craziest shoes or stuff that you got a chance to customize?
Some of my biggest orders, Snoop Dogg was a big order. It was cool. It was actually fucked up because the night I was delivering the shoes to him was the same exact night Kobe died. It was literally like not even 40 minutes after Kobe died. I was supposed to give him the shoes.
So you didn't get that chance?
Fucking, it's obviously his like real friend. So for me to go back there and be like, trying to network and do shit, it was just not the time for
Not
it.
that time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, I don't know, man. I just tried. All these guys, that's one thing you learn too is like, these guys are all normal guys. Some of them are fucking assholes. Sometimes you meet people that you looked up to and they are fucking nothing like what you envisioned, you know what I'm saying? So I just felt like I had met so many people by then. It was just kind of like, it felt like the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be all in his fucking face and he's fucked up in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh hey, let's do these shoes for you. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What did he have a show in Detroit or something?
Yeah, he had a show in Detroit. I can't remember who he was with. Oh, he was with Trey the Truth. I did a pair for. I've done a bunch of shit for Trey. Huge shout out to Trey. He's one of the coolest guys for sure that I've ever met in the music industry.
Just being real.
Man,
real
he's just a real individual. Like these other dudes, man, they'll have you just doing hella bullshit, waiting for him, acting like your time isn't worth money, and he just was always a person that was on it. He never expected nothing free. He hit me up. We did good business, you know what I'm saying? And he just always was so solid. Seeing him in person, he was the same. Like, he was always been super legit. But yeah, other big orders. I've done orders for Eminem. I did a birthday order for him for Bazaar. That was crazy. I actually seen him in person. And he was probably like, they had him in the back of an SUV. He was in a Suburban. And they had his bodyguard like in the front of the door. So like I got to see him and, you know, say hi to him, and he said thanks and shit, and it was just like a quick exchange. But that was cool. That was a moment where it just doesn't, even still to this day, it doesn't really feel like it really happened. You know what I'm saying?
But you know, at that point, if you could reach him or get him to a person like him, that you know, okay, then damn near sky is the limit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, it's crazy because like honestly, every goal that I ever really had, I've kind of reached it in some sort of way or manifested it somehow. And it's crazy because every artist that I really like really listen to through like different stages of my life, at those stages I met those people when I was listening to them the most. So it just kind of showed me how strong, you know, manifesting the things around you really are. Like it's really everything. Like your mindset can get you out of the most fucked up situation. You know what I mean? Sometimes you ever meet a motherfucker just so stupid or so lame, but he'll just have hella girls because he just has no filter. He just thinks he's the coldest motherfucker ever, and somehow one of these girls gonna believe it sooner or later. So like, you gotta take that confidence and bring that into other aspects of your life so that you can grow where you want to grow. You know what I'm saying? And I think the main thing is just having an end goal in mind and being able to really know where you want to be, because you can't make the right turns without knowing where you're going. You know what I'm saying? It's like, how you going to just be like, all right, get in the car, we're going to Sarasota, Florida. You don't put nothing in the motherfucking GPS. You don't have no angle. So we're just going to drive until the roads start saying Florida? You do that in your life, bro, you're going to fuck off so many years. You're never going to know what you're doing. You're going to feel like people aren't supporting you and all these things. Like, that shit is irrelevant. Like, getting support, these celebrity artists, that shit came from being consistent and working hard. It didn't come from me just popping out and being like, hey, I'm the sweetest motherfucker ever. I let my work do the talking, and they find me. They're like, just like they're supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't gotta go get nobody, you know what I'm saying, to make me relevant, you know, especially now, like, because it's just happened so many times that I personally believe it's going to still just keep happening.
With the Eminem shit, I know you did some Timbs for Royce too. How was it seeing him rock them Timbs in the Cypher?
So that was a crazy ass thing, man. I was going through a real shitty stage in my life. I did those shoes for Royce probably 4 to 6 months before he actually wore them. So after I did the shoes and gave them to him, like, I didn't know if he liked them. I was like, what the fuck? Like, he didn't post them, tag me. He did nothing. Like, there was nothing that was about that at all. So I was like, whatever. I just kind of moved on from it and just kept working. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like, and that was a learning experience too, because you do things for these people and then you expect the repercussions to be something positive from it. You know what I'm saying? And then you don't get that, and it makes you have this animosity almost for no reason. But in reality, if you just shut the fuck up and keep working hard, like, you're going to get what you deserve. And you know what I'm saying? Over the course of time, it was crazy. I was sitting in a Twisted Rooster eating. I was eating by myself. I was drinking by myself on some, like, just sad loser ass type shit. And I started getting texts and phone calls. Oh my God, he wore the boots you did for on the cypher, blah blah blah. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, my phone just started blowing up, and then next thing I knew, I seen it. I couldn't believe it. I was just like, it was just crazy, bro, because he, you know, I didn't think they were anything, but they were something so special to him that he saved them for that moment. You know, and to be a part of that, even though I wasn't physically there, to still be a part of that is like a crazy thing, because you know, for the rest of the time, forever.
Was that before M?
That was right, yeah, that was before M, years and years before Eminem.
So think about that, though. Just off of that, though, if those being seen, and that could have, even though he might not have posted them at first, that might have been a stepping stone to him getting a pair.
What's crazy is that made me want to somehow do a pair for him, but I didn't know how it would ever happen. And it ended up being through Bazaar, and he reached out through a dude that he was buying shoes from that had just got some work from me. And he was like, yo, I want to do some custom shoes for Marshall, blah, blah, blah. And the guy was like, literally, I got the perfect person for it. And they came, cashed me out, and we did that shit. And it was just, like, my boy the other day, literally just told me, he said he's been trying to get a video with it. He says the shoes are in his room, like, with all of his accomplishments. I'm like, man, if you get a picture of that shit would...
The shoes in that room?
He said they're in, like, a clear case in there. I'm like, bro, I need to see them bitches so bad.
I know how you feel, though, because, like, when you do something like that, like, you don't just expect satisfaction from... I mean, you kind of just be like, man, just to be able to see them with that product, you know what I'm saying? Just be like, damn, like, that's my work right there, you know what I mean? And when I made that jacket for Mike Tyson, and, like, that right there, like, I still get up and check his goddamn IG every goddamn day just to see if I see that motherfucker. Right. You know what I'm saying? Just because I grew up watching him and shit. I grew just kind of like you probably grew up listening to him. You know what I mean? And all that shit. So, yeah. How was it doing the shoes for Chance the Rapper? How did that come about?
Chance the Rapper was a weird situation. So I had Nara Detroit hit me up. And they had opportunity to do something for him, or like, you know, whatever. And they actually brought the bass shoe, and we just put it together. I think I had a day to do those. Like, I literally had 24 hours to have them done.
They matched the album cover almost like perfectly.
Yeah, I had to get them down there. And you know what's crazy? I shouldn't say this, but I've never, still this day, even heard a Chance the Rapper song. I don't know any songs by him. You know what I'm saying?
You haven't. You don't even know.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, he was a cool dude too. Cool as hell. You know, quick, brief meeting. I try to keep it simple, man. I met up with an AEW wrestler last night. Got him some shoes. Swerve Strickland. He was cool as hell. But yeah, man, it's cool, dude. I'm at a stage in my life where I feel like I'm transitioning from shoes. It'll never be something that's not a part of my everyday. Like, I'll always be making shoes, but I just don't know if I'm gonna be available to the public forever. You know what I mean? And
that's what I was gonna ask you. Like, do you feel that you put enough time into your shoe craft that you should?
I feel like right now is kind of a little bit of a. It's tough for me, man. That's one thing that I'm really always trying to work on and figure out is managing my time better, because it's so hard being a creative person when you have, like I just had a daughter 2 years ago. So me, like, getting away from her in the same house and then attempting to, like, stay focused and work and not just be like, go upstairs and hang out with her or whatever, or take her out or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Try to make that time to where you can focus on
that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, that, like, right now, I feel very blessed just because I can take the time to be there, especially in the earlier ages, like, you know, stages of her life. I want to be there as much as possible. So I can still work and do that. But yeah, my time management, it's very difficult. I do wish I had more time to create and do more, because I fully could go 100 times harder and I could turn this bitch up for real. But it's like, you know, there's a time and place for that, and it's coming up for sure. I have everything kind of all my ducks in a row. So,
man, you living in Detroit, getting to do a pair of shoes for Ziggy Ansah for the Lions. and having those shoes worn for like the Thanksgiving game, like that shit had to be like, man, this shit's crazy. Like it's starting to get crazy.
Yeah, dude, it was crazy because it was a weird season too. Because Ziggy was hurt a lot that year, and I would do shoes for him, and then he wouldn't gear up. But like he didn't even give a fuck because he just still wanted the shoes. So I was still making shoes for the games, and he was just not wearing some of them. I'm like, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? So seeing him physically actually dressed up with them on was awesome, especially on TV. And then the other thing too is they were gonna find him
for wearing like all the different colors.
Bro, they were trying to charge him $25,000 a quarter or some crazy shit, and he literally had to take them bitches off because he was like, I'm not paying that much to wear these in the game. So that's why he only wore those in the pregame. I think the Simpson pair he wore in game. I did a Shark pair. I want to say he wore in game. But yeah, he was hurt a lot that season. So it was I was watching him a lot, hoping he was going to come out, and then when he popped out on Thanksgiving, that was fire.
So you just said something about the Simpsons. I wanted to ask, man, was you always a Simpsons fan? Tell us like a little bit. Like I remember some of your older designs would have a lot of the Bart or a lot of the Simpson type characters, or even some of the shoes and customs you did would be like the donut threes, or you know what I mean, like
yeah.
So like, was you always like a Simpson fan, or where did that come from? Where that idea come from?
So the whole Simpsons thing really just stems from my dad, because watching The Simpsons with my dad was one of the only positive memories I have ever from being around my father. So I remembered when I would hear that starting music, you know what I'm saying? You know how the start always is. Bart's doing the shit and goes into the garage, and they go in, they sit down. Like, I remember that shit from an early age. So, like, for me, that was the way of kind of unlocking those core memories and still trying to, like, somewhat remember my dad for some good things. But, like, you know, if you really think about it, like, watching The Simpsons with your dad when you're young isn't really... like, how positive is that really, you know what I'm saying? But it was really the only thing that I had that I recalled, like, sitting with him and enjoying without him being a fucking raging alcoholic, drug-infested mess or beating my mom or whatever the fuck bullshit he was on. I remember sitting down with him and watching The Simpsons, and that was the only time we really were, like, cool, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's kind of where that came from, and I don't know how or why it just kind of became my almost signature, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely is. Cause I mean, it was, you know what I mean? A lot of people would see that and be like, okay, they'd have your tats on the dude and shit, on Bart. That shit was always dope. Like same thing with like the Mighty Duck theme for the Illiunaire. Was that one of the things that you liked?
Yeah,
Mighty Ducks?
the Mighty Ducks. I remember I lived with my mom. She had got me back into custody after I was in foster care, and I was like, I remember watching the Mighty Ducks, and all of a sudden I just wanted to play hockey. You know what I'm saying? And I remember trying to play hockey, and I fucking sucked ass. But like, dude, it was something about that shit. I used to put the Mighty Ducks on and just let that shit play, dude. Like, that was my background noise. That and anything Monday Night Raw or Nitro back then, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was my shit, bro.
That was the shit
that was the core of what built me up. That and all the street basketball. Fucking Allen Iverson was just unbelievably huge inspiration in my life. Just how he played was just different, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. It was just a lot. I had a lot of different inspiration because I didn't really have people around me. So I was always just kind of looking up to something else, you know what I'm saying?
That's dope, man. It's dope that you found something that you like, that you came into and you like doing with the art shit. Like, you could tell, obviously, you like doing it because you wouldn't be doing that shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where did the name Illiunaire come from like that? Like, how did you come up with that?
All right, so the name Illiunaire, I was trying to think of something that was going to be just something different. I was going through a stage of my life where I had a lot more money than I'd ever had in my life, but I was still, like, really unhappy. because I had no idea what the fuck I was doing or where I was going. Like I was saying, like I was just flying on the seat of my ass, just hoping good things. I just hoped good things would happen. You know what I'm saying? Making wrong choices, doing stupid shit. So Illiunaire actually means for me to be rich beyond what money can buy. And the reason I spelled it the way I did, almost like illuminate, or some people Illuminati or whatever you could say. Illuminate is the glow in the dark, and I felt like that was something that I had to learn how to do, and that's what changed my life for the better. So, you know, illuminating, being rich beyond anything that money can buy, and then Illuminati is kind of more, you know, it's like a secret society. I feel like people don't understand how strong your mind really is. Like I feel like a lot of people, like even people that pray, like a lot of times what they're doing is they're manifesting what they're asking for. So like you don't have to believe in anything in particular. You don't have to believe in Jesus, you know, Allah, anything. You can still manifest an amazing life and be a good person. You know, and to me that's what being a billionaire is. It's just this version of myself that I always wanted to be. You know what I'm saying?
How that's dope. I had to steer off of that a little bit. I know you did like a little thing with Puma at one point. Tell us a little bit about that. Like, what was that about?
Puma just reached out to me. Actually, they were re-releasing a shoe. I think it was like the GV or some shit. I think it was called GV6 or some shit. It ended up being the shoe that Vezzo used for his signature shoe. And they just reached out to me and were trying to like give me a little contract and told me, yeah, I painted these shoes and they'd give me X amount of dollars. So, you know, it was an opportunity. I obviously I'm not ever going to turn down, especially if a big company reaches out to me. It's cool to just even be noticed, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you definitely get noticed.
Yeah, so it was cool, man. I just did a little bit of work for them, and it was quick, and that was pretty much it, you know what I'm saying?
And this was before Jay was with Puma. This was before everybody started rocking Puma now.
Yeah, this is when they were just
when they was just about to start that shit.
Yep. They were just trying to start that shit up.
So you said it was good to just know somebody like noticed you and shit. Like I said, you obviously get noticed because a couple of your colorways or designs that I've seen you create was recreated by Jordan.
Yeah, that's happened.
How does that feel? Because I was trying to explain to somebody earlier, like Bill did the Jordan, the Michigan 3s in like 2014, 15, like a long time ago. I was like, and then they dropped them, and they were the exact same. They switched the color of the blue, barely, a little bit, but he created them himself, the exact colorway that they used. Same thing with I can't remember, some 6s or something that you did, or something that you did.
They did that black and yellow one. I made that bitch probably 2000. I feel like it was 2012. But I made that bitch so long ago. I don't even remember when it was, but yeah, I made those. Those came out. You know what's so funny? I had a friend that he made. What do you do? He did them Carolina 6s that look like the Carmines, kind of, but they're the light blue. He did those like hella years ago, and he put a post up just kind of joking around, telling Nike, oh, you know, I did these before. Bro, they got his account completely taken down. He had like 90,000 followers, lost his whole fucking account off that shit. That's why, like, when they do that shit, I won't even be tagging them or nothing, because I am not trying to...
They don't come fuck my shit up.
Yeah, get the fuck away from me, my boy. I'm trying to keep my shit together, but...
I like y'all brand, and I'm a customizer.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm just using your shit as a base shoe.
Does that make you feel good? That you be like, damn, like, were you mad when you seen that Jordan 3 drop, or you're like, oh, that's dope as a bitch. They took my shit.
Dude,
because you know that was your shit. Like, I've seen them shoes years before Michigan even signed with fucking Jordan.
Them bitches actually, I want to say they went viral on Facebook. There was a girl that got those done, and she posted them in this Michigan Wolverines some shit forum on Facebook, and that bitch did like over 200,000 views, and I think that's probably where
they must
have somehow seen it. But yeah, man, I don't get mad. To me, like it's more flattering than anything, because like you guys couldn't think of shit besides what the fuck I did. That's cool.
That's dope.
It'd be cool to be the guy in there clicking the buttons and making the shit on a computer and getting paid.
You ever tried to reach out and get a job working for them, or you ain't ever want to fuck with it?
Dude, it's not that I don't want to fuck with it. It's just that I've never even. I don't even know. I've just never even tried. It's crazy if you think about it, because my actual credentials are probably a lot better than a lot of people's that are trying to do that shit. So it's definitely something in the future. I'd like to reach out maybe and dude, honestly, I reached out to And One because they fucking suck. And One, you fucking suck dick. Straight up, you motherfuckers just blow the bag. You got so many opportunities to run it back up. You guys are fucking it off. Literally, if you want some sweet designs, fucking tap in and stop bullshitting. I talked to them a while ago and they were just. They acted like they were interested. They were just capping, bro. They just keep releasing so much bullshit. So much bullshit.
You try to bring them back.
Bro, I told them, bro, all we gotta do is bring
you said you like the street ball.
All we gotta do is bring the Tai Chis back and do them the right way. They brought the Tai Chis back, but they didn't do them right. They fucked the whole shape of the shoe up. So it happens, bro. Like, they have pretty much templates for these shoes. And sometimes the fucking template, over time, they'll lose them or not think they're going to need them. Certain companies think they're going to go bankrupt.
So they try to go back and
recreate.
They'll
lose it, and they'll go back and recreate it and fuck the shape of the shoe up. So the shoe is never the same. It's never the same. Unless they took an old pair
and remolded.
Yeah, fucking tore them down, did every size, and like traced them out. But they just, I don't know, bro. They fucking it up. They got so many opportunities, and one has actually a good chance, and they'll never do it. They will never make it happen.
So and then you did the Footlocker thing. Was that with the Vezo shoes, or was that something that you did yourself as Illiunaire?
That was just me. My boy Stay Lace Don, he is the GOAT. He's he works with Footlocker, and he's pretty much the one, man. He just comes and gets me when he needs me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I did that event where we painted in the school with all the younger kids. We painted the school up or whatever in the hallways, and you know, that was another event that he got me to be a part of. But yeah, he's brought me in on a couple different Footlocker things. We just did those shoes that we auctioned off to some of the Pistons players. That was a cool little event. Yeah, man, I'm pretty much just available. You know
tell us a little bit about the program, the Kicks for Kids, that you were part of.
So Kicks for Kids is a amazing organization ran by Chiquita, one of my really good friends. And she is honestly just the fucking best, dude. She's a school teacher, and she literally she does all this shit out of her own kindness of her heart, and I just try to be there as much as I can whenever she needs me. So whenever she reaches out to me, you know, I just make myself available. I missed the last event. My daughter was sick, so that shit sucked. But yeah, man, Kicks for Kids, if you guys want to donate, or even if you have like new shoes, lightly worn shoes, you know, and you want to just donate them and get them to somebody that needs them, she's a person. If you want to reach out to me, I'll get them to her. But yeah, that is it's just something I super believe in. You know, I was in foster care, fucked up when I was younger, so like I know how it is to feel forgotten, especially on the holidays. You know, so to me, like, it's a major service that I feel like I need to do and give back, because like these kids need to see someone that made it from where they're at. It's somebody that they look up to, you know what I'm saying? So to me, I feel like it's just, I'm gonna get more into that the more I go down this road. You know, I would like to actually do more, and I feel like I should, you know what I mean?
That's dope. Especially with you, like you said, you was in foster care, so being able to help and give back to the kids, that's just dope as hell. All right, we got so much shit to talk about, man. Music side. When did you start wanting to do music?
Sheesh, music, man. When the fuck did I start doing? I started doing music, I want to say like 3 years ago, maybe a little longer, maybe 4. And when I first started doing music, I didn't really have any expectations. I was kind of just trying to create something and just see what happens, you know. I've painted so many other pictures, and I've been around people that rap, and I know these people, so it's like I hear their shit and see them doing it, and it just kind of made me want to see, you know, what would I do if I was a rapper, you know what I'm saying? How would I, you know what I'm saying? Would I be good? Would I suck? So it's kind of been a little, I don't even know what to think about it, bro, because I really don't know shit about music. I'll never lie to a motherfucker and be like, yo, yeah, I'm like so fucking dope, because to me, I'm so new that it's almost like I just second guess everything. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I don't know if it's sweet or not. I have no fucking idea.
You're just gonna do it?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it, and it is, you know, we'll see what happens with it.
That's dope, though. Shit, you already doing getting good features, and obviously making a little buzz with the shit. So you got a feature from Young Buck.
Buck, definitely looked up to him when I was younger. He was a dope artist to me. He was my favorite out of G-Unit, even though he was probably one of the least lyrical, but
I was fucking with Banks.
Banks was so cool.
Yeah, and then shit, I see you got a fucking fire ass feature from Rittz. That shit's dope as fuck. Shout out Rittz.
Super shout out to Rittz. He's I've done shoots for Rittz. Done a lot of business with Rittz here and there, just little shit. He's a cool ass dude, man. He's so talented and just, it's hard to even. He's another one like Trey the Truth, bro. He's a person.
A real person. He's a cool ass person.
Yeah, you can't replace how he is, bro. Even he's almost unexplainable because he's just cool as hell, bro. He just stays to himself. He don't fucking bother nobody. He just fucking takes care of business and keeps killing shit.
Keep moving. Yeah.
Yeah, those are the type of people I look up to their work ethic and shit. So.
Fucking with the music and shit. I see you be fucking with Vezo and Peasy and Lou Grams and all the Detroit guys. Want to tell us a little bit about that?
I've done a lot of work for a lot of those guys.
I see you do work for all them.
Yeah. I've done a lot of work for them. They've all, you know, helped me out a lot. They honestly gave me a majority of my clout, honestly, probably from just, you know, doing little shit here and there and just tagging me and shit. So yeah, man, I really appreciate them. They've always looked out for me. Vezo, I got his order around the time I did those shoots for Royce. And yeah, man, me and him just clicked. He's a cool ass dude. He's another person that's just not, like, you hear his music and you would assume things, and he's a cool ass dude. He's very intelligent. You know, he's calculated. He makes the right steps. He's thinking 100 steps ahead every time. But yeah, man, I'm just happy that people, you know, that are successful associate themselves with me. So
that's dope. That's dope as hell, though. Shit, especially being from the D. You know what I'm saying? Being around some of the top artists, especially when you're trying to do music, it gives you that motivation to want to try to go harder with that shit.
Yeah.
What was it like seeing Alchemist rocking that Illiunaire hoodie?
It was crazy.
Like, that's crazy.
I actually forgot about that shit.
Motherfucker standing in front of a gold Rolls Royce and shit rocking the Illiunaire.
I think it was that gumball. What was that gumball shit where they drive the cars around? It's like a ton of cars. They follow each other. But yeah, man, it's honestly, bro, I've had so many. I'm so blessed,
little
bro.
Moments.
Yeah, bro, I've had so many moments that were just crazy. But man, you want to know the craziest the absolute craziest moment? And that's what really made me realize just the power of my mind. So it was before, I want to say it was like the Wednesday or Tuesday before Thanksgiving. And I was like, bro, I was super suicidal. Like, I was pretty much had up my mind made I was gonna kill myself that weekend. And I just remember going through so many emotions, dude. It was so crazy. It was like scaring the fuck out of me because I tried to get help. They gave me a ton of medication. I took the medication the first night, bro, and it did the opposite. It made me, like, I almost killed myself that night. So the next day, I fucking was, like, you know, not feeling very well. And I kind of thought I was okay. And then weeks and weeks had passed, and I got to the point where I was at that day. And, yeah, man, it was crazy as fuck. So I'm, like, 100%, like, I'm going to murk myself, like, straight up, dude. It was Good Friday. I woke up, and it was weird, dude. I felt nothing. I was happy. It was like I felt like I was free already. It was crazy, bro. I was going through so much shit in my head. And the one fucking artist that I was listening to on repeat was Kevin Gates at the time. I was watching his interviews, all the shit he talks about manifesting. And none of that shit was working for me, bro. So I just felt just defeated. And I'll never forget, bro. Everything's is so crazy. Kevin Gates DMs me. Kevin Gates DMs me, not fucking nobody else. DMs me asking about a pair of shoes. It was a pair of Jordan 15s. It wasn't even a custom. It was like a pair I posted on my page, just my feet. And he's like, "Can you get these?" Blah, blah, blah. I was like, bro, I don't know if I can get them bitches because they're fucking old. You know what I'm saying? They were old. So I started looking, trying to find them for him, and his DJ hit me up, Ron. He was like, "Yo, Kevin wants to give you tickets to come to the show this weekend, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, what the fuck is going on? In my head, I'm like, bro, I'm not supposed to be alive for this event, first off. So I'm thinking in my head, like, so much shit's going through my head, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just, like, being just overwhelmed with, like, feelings, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just went numb. So it was so crazy, bro, and I ended up doing shoots for Kevin Gates. I did shoots for his DJ, did a whole little thing, got them done. It was like 24 hours to get them bitches done. Went to the event and literally was just backstage there. You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy as fuck.
You was just banging them.
Yeah, I went backstage when I first got there. Then I came out front. And then, yeah, dude, at the end of the show, he pulled me up on stage. Literally grabbed my arm, pulled me up on stage. And then after that, bro, I was at every Kevin Gates concert that was within a couple states of me. Anytime they were near, they would literally call me and be like, "Yo, we got tickets in Columbus. Come out tonight." And I would just drive to Columbus and...
I remember I moved with you in Ohio.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I would just link up with these dudes, man. It was crazy because that was probably one of the only... As fucking lame as it sounds, it's probably one of the only things that could have really, like, opened my mind and actually fucking made me realize how important my life was, because it didn't mean shit to me anymore, bro. Like, no one was around. There was no one that I felt just completely unloved, like, and I was just over it, dude. So it was crazy getting that type of love from somebody that I literally, like, looked up to. It just made, dude, it was fucking crazy, bro. I can't explain it. Like, when he pulled me up on stage, I still, like, remember just, like, it was so surreal. It just did not feel real. It was fucking crazy, bro. And then after that, bro, I just took off like a rocket, bro. That is what set off the real fire that really made me become who the fuck I am. And, you know, it's crazy. You got to hit rock bottom to really understand, like, when you're somewhere that you need to be thankful, you know what I'm saying? Like, waking up every day and just being thankful, even at your lowest. When you do that shit at your lowest, that's when you're really gonna be blessed, because that's the hardest time, bro, to be positive. You know what I'm saying? If you're fucked up right now and you're listening to this, think about where you want to be and really put yourself there every single day. If you don't know what the fuck you want to do, you will not ever get to where you're supposed to be. You're just gonna be lost. So no matter what it is, if it's something so basic as a fucking car, like, I got a 20-year-old car. I fucking manifested this car. I wanted this car for so long. This bitch is old as fuck. Yeah, I could go get a new car and be cool and this and that, but the feeling of having that car that I manifested, bro, there's nothing like that. There's nothing like that in the world. There's nothing like it.
Because you said you wanted it when you got that bitch.
And I'm content, bro. Anybody else that is doing well, they're like, oh, we need to go upgrade. We got to go get a new Corvette. Bro, no, that car, I'm content. I'm happy. My family, I manifested that. My daughter, my wife, like, all those things are things that I didn't have a couple years ago. I have all those things now, bro. Like, every single thing. I've accomplished every goal I've ever set out to do. I can physically say that right now. If I died right now, I want every person to know that I am as happy as I've ever been. And I appreciate everybody that's been there. Everybody that fucked me over, I appreciate you too, because you made me who the fuck I am.
Yeah. But with that being said about the shoes and shit, what's the hardest part about customizing for you? Is it like the way, like when people have specific things, how they want it done, or is it just certain, like, what's the hardest part about customizing as an artist?
I think that, so it's tough, man, because you go through little stages. So when you first start customizing, there's gonna be so many things that are so hard because people don't trust you yet. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm at the point now where people just give me shit and they're like, go crazy. They would never do that at the start. These motherfuckers like, I want this yellow, I want this blue, and that, like, I'll send them. And that was the hard part, is like, now I'm sending these motherfuckers pictures of shit when it's half done. And as an artist, I know what it's gonna look like when it's finished, but they don't. So it looks like shit to them. Some motherfuckers got me changing 50 fucking things because they don't trust me. And to me, I think that's probably the number one thing that kills anybody in any business doing any customizing of any sort, is trying to keep up with unrealistic tasks that these people give you. So as a creator, the only thing that you can, the smartest thing you can do is take those orders and get the money you can get and make the pros, but use that money to make stuff that you want to make, because that's going to build your core following that's going to actually come to you for what you're physically really good at. Not what somebody else made you do that was cool. Now you got to try to keep up with that wave. You know what I'm saying? You start your own wave and just stay on that shit, they're never going to be able to stop it, bro. You guys can you can copy it, you can do this and that. You're literally just going to have to keep coming back to my page to see what the fuck I'm doing, because you're never going to be able to keep up with me. So that's the thing with art. Like, no matter who it is, whether it's music, painting, fucking whatever, you have to have that mindset. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what's going to fuel you to keep you going and make you happy. Because if you're just going to do orders and you just want to make money, being an artist is not for you, bro.
Not what you're going to hate that shit after a while.
Man, what?
So when did you tap into, when did you start getting into the jewelry thing?
I got my teeth done 3 years ago. And after I got my teeth done, I came home and I had so many people asking me where the fuck I did it, how I got it done. And yeah, man, from there I was like, I'm either, what am I gonna just have to send hella people to this dude, you know what I'm saying? So I contacted him, and fucking honestly, we'd start kind of just being friends anyways. So it just worked out perfect, man. And my business partner, dude, he's a major blessing, dude. I don't even have words to express how thankful I am for him, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's opened up a lane for me that is something I never thought I'd be doing, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I got my teeth done 3 years ago, came home. I would like to say I've probably been going hard for a good 2 years, 2.5 years. People started trusting me, started doing grills for bigger artists, and, you know, hopefully gonna have a shop open towards the end of this year. We're gonna be gearing towards a whole number of things. I can't really put too much out there with that yet until we make the full announcement, but the shop that we're gonna have is gonna be something that people are they're gonna be flying in from other cities to come see this shit for real.
I wish I could see this nigga AP on his arm right now. This bitch bad. Bad. So what's for real? That I know you've been tapping into like a lot of different people, artists, whatever in the city. Are you getting it's a lot of people that come and fucking with you with the jewelry shit?
Yeah, man. I literally could quit doing everything else and probably just do that and
You're straight.
be fucking sweet. Yeah.
That's dope, man. That's dope that you got so many different avenues that you're good at that worked out for you. You know what I'm saying? That you manifested.
It's really just, it's all a mindset, man. You could be anywhere, bro. You gotta think like, how could I capitalize off this in the right way and make shit better for people? If you can do that and bring a service, people are gonna keep coming, man. No matter what it is. Like if you want to just learn how to cut hair tomorrow, bro, you could learn how to cut hair and be making $100,000 next year. But do you want to do that? Do you love it? You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna do it every day?
Just finding something that you
gotta do something you love,
day.
bro.
Yep.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, what shit do you love? What do you want an abundance of? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? My next move, bro, I really wasn't gonna talk about, but I'm about to just because we're here. I'm about to start painting cars. This shit's about to get fucking crazy. I'm about to do some crazy shit, bro. I got some fucking shit coming up. I'm about to paint my car here soon. Paint do a couple sample cars, and I'm gonna be doing that shit. I'm gonna have options too. Like you're gonna be able to pull up for, you know, $1,500, $2,000, and I'm gonna blast that bitch. It's gonna look like you spent 10 bands on it. So I got some shit ready.
You're ready with everything.
Man, I swear to God, bro. I gotta keep going, bro. I gotta keep going. There ain't no, I can't stop. There's too much. I could have it all if I want it. I just gotta fucking figure out how to do it properly and still have time. Because at the end of the day, time is worth more than anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially when you got kids, bro. You really realize all the time you just fucked off. Even time you just got to just chill and do nothing it was cool and shit. But you know, when you got kids, you're on a clock, bro. They need you.
Hell yeah. Shit. Hey, shout out to my sponsor, Apple Sky Farms. You know, they always keep us right. Where can they find you on your social medias and shit?
I am on everything, damn near. TikTok barely. I need to get hip to that shit. I don't know, man. It's so hard to make extra time to do all that shit. And when I'm creating, I don't ever record it. But yeah, Illiunaire on everything, man. YouTube, ILLIUNAIRE.
Any of the best customizers. I'm telling y'all, if y'all need something, tap in.
I think I just spelled my name wrong, but it's down there.
So you got a bunch of tats, man. What's your favorite one? I know you got a lot, but what's like your most inspirational one? Which one? I usually, when people get tats, sometimes they get whatever, but sometimes a lot of them motherfuckers mean something. So you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. The most important. I don't even know if I have one, man.
Give me a couple of your favorites.
My dogs. I got my dog portraits on my head. Those are major for me. My dogs. I had 2 pit bulls. One was 14, one was 12.
Yeah, I remember.
And those dogs were my actual family. Like they were there for me through the worst, most bullshit times. Man, I haven't got one for my daughter yet because I'm gonna get a portrait. I just don't know where I'm gonna put it. But yeah, man, probably I have a bone and a paintbrush on the side of my face, and that's pretty much, that signifies, you know, I put it where I was gonna shoot myself in the head, which was the X, and then the bones were supposed to be for obviously death in my last life, and the paintbrush is for, you know,
for now,
creating a new future. You know what I'm saying? So that to me, I look at that and think about that all the time. Because it'd be fucked up if I wasn't here today. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that wouldn't have happened. You know, I would have never met my daughter. Just never did anything I did. Never met my fiance. It was just, I don't know, bro. I don't take life lightly at all anymore. That shit is very serious to me. I keep very important people around me. I don't fuck with a lot of people.
That's what's up, man. Shit, that's how you gotta keep it, man. You can't fuck with everybody. You know? How is it being a father?
It's my favorite thing in the world. Honestly, I would never go back to being without her. She's everything to me. I don't know, man. I can't imagine ever having to lose her or do anything without her, you know what I'm saying? So being a father is the biggest blessing in the world. It's hard as fuck sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But
yeah, for everybody.
yeah, you know, but I feel like I'm, you know, not having a dad. I had a couple father figures, but I never really learned how to be a man. I feel like until I just recently is what's crazy, you know what I'm saying? I'm fucking old as hell, it feels like. But yeah, man, you go through your 20s and you're just kind of lost. It's tough when you don't have family or anybody around it, like, you know, tell you you know, they're proud of you or fucking they love you or anything. So yeah, man, it's just it's amazing having her, because I'll never feel like I'm not loved. You know what I'm saying? I used to feel that shit so much.
Now you got her,
bro. I fucking love her so much, bro. I just look at videos of her. I'll be sitting with her, looking at pictures of her and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm obsessed, man. I love her so much, and I hope she has the best future ever. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do
you manifested like you did your life, man. You gonna make it.
I gotta teach.
You gonna be straight.
Yeah, we're gonna tap into all that shit, and yeah, man, best thing ever, dude. Anybody out there not taking care of their kids, go take care of your kids. Just
hey, this is so dope though, hearing Bill like this, because before Bill had kids,
fuck them kids.
Bill was like, fuck the kids. Bill wasn't waking up. My kids be fucking with him all the time. That's funny shit we always talk about, so I already know how it is. Now you got your own people like, man, I love that shit though.
Man.
Love it.
Love her, dude. I love her so fucking much.
That's dope, man. Well, shit, man. This is episode 75, Smoke Session with Squirrel. Make sure y'all go tap in on YouTube and subscribe. Make sure y'all check out Illiunaire's page on YouTube and go check out his Instagram. Check out all the custom shit. If you need something, tap in. If you need grills, jewelry, any kind of shit like that, make sure y'all please tap in with my boy. Let them know where they can find you one more time.
Illiunaire on my Instagram. My name's spelling is at the bottom. It'd be way easier if you just listen to that. Yeah, DM me. If there's anything you want or you're looking for, there's literally really no super stupid question. Just send it over. I'll let you know. I do everything from custom pendants to chains to Cubans. It doesn't have to be gold and VBS diamonds. We can do silver and labs and keep it more affordable. Yeah, usually starting budget around $1,000 for shit like that. Teeth are a little cheaper, so whatever you want to do, tap in. Shoes, jewelry, you want a verse, whatever. DM me. I'm here.
Oh yeah. Hey, Smoke Session with Squirrel, man. Tap in.